Hey, what is going on, everybody? Today I will be playing Farming Simulator 19. Sorry if there's any background noise. My room gets really hot. I've got a fan in my window. For some reason, between the PlayStation running and my computer and the AC, for some reason, I don't know, doesn't really blow too hard in my room. Yeah, between those three things, my room gets pretty hot. It's currently 79 degrees in my room, so it's pretty uncomfortable. You know, I'm not a big fan of heat. I'm more of like I'd say spring, fall, winter type person. I don't really like the heat. Today I'm going to be starting a new map. So on my previous, what is it? I've got 4 other saves for this because I've been playing on different maps and stuff, but on each of them I used government subsidies, so I don't know if you know what that mod is for this game, but basically for every hour that passes by, when you place the government subsidy sign, for every hour it passes by you get 100,000. It'll give you 100,000. So, not doing that today. Oh, it seems like I only have 100,000 as of right now, which that is kind of upsetting. I don't really know how I'm going to be able to buy. Excuse me. I don't know how I'm going to be able to. Well, I guess I have field 10, but what's in field 10? It's cultivated. It's not even planted. That is just lovely. Seeing as this is a new map, I'm playing as new farmer, quote unquote. This map, it does give you a particularly large amount of equipment. It looks like I have a seeder over there, so I'm going to see if I can get this seeder out in the field. If there is any seed in it, which I really hope there is. Considering the fact that I've only got 100,000 cash, buying seed is probably one of the last things that I would like to do. Just save me a little bit of money. It also looks like I've got a barn and like a area for my cows, pigs, sheeps, chickens, which is nice. Oh, there's no seed in here. Alright, well, it looks like the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go over here to the placeable section. I'm going to go to, I believe it's silos. And then, nope, that's not it. It's underneath miscellaneous, my bad. I'm going to go ahead and put down the multi-filling station mod. Although the black one, I personally like the black one better than the grayish looking one. I don't know, it looks a little bit better than me, or better to me. I like the, you can't really see it too well, but like the gold contrast of the E, or the bronze contrast of the E. I don't know, it just looks a bit more, what's the word? I don't know, stylish, I guess. Let's see. That's about straight. Oh, I'll go ahead and place that for 10,000, and hopefully filling this thing up with seed doesn't cost me too much more. I'll be really, really sad. Yeah, I want to fill it with seed. It's a cedar. Wow, that was quick. 989. Not too bad, not too bad. Go over here. I'm going to start seeding this field. I want to try to get a move on with this as quickly as I can. Oh, and unfortunately, I'm used to playing with my modded saves where I use government subsidies and stuff, and I have an infinite amount of cash. I'm not really going to be able to hire workers for right now because... Is it seeding? Yeah, it's seeding. I'm not really going to be able to hire workers. That just dawned on me because that's going to eat up a good portion of my cash. So I guess... Well, here we go. This is not particularly what I wanted to do, but okay. It is what it is. And even I guess I could, yeah, wheat's fine. I should have thought about what kind of seed I wanted to lay first, but yeah, wheat's fine. I mean, it's no big deal. It's probably one of the easier, cheaper crops to grow in the game. I know you don't have to pay for any given specific seed, but I don't know, just maintenance-wise. And you get a decent yield from it, so it's not too bad. Excuse me, that was really gross. So I don't know if you guys, and obviously if you're watching this live stream, then you guys are probably fans of Farming Simulator 19 or something like that. Or you're interested in it. I don't know, I've tried to get my friends into playing this game, and they're like, oh, well, I'm not really into farming in real life, so I don't see why I'd like the game. I don't know, in the game, it's a little bit different. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's based off of farming in real life, but it's more interesting in the aspect of it's not just farming that you can do. I mean, there's also logging and taking care of like cows and stuff like that or whatever. Or if you're into just messing around in the snow, you can download Seasons with the Geo Snow mod, and everything is just snow permanently, and you can, you know, play in the snow, do whatever. I mean, all you can really do in the snow is just snow blow, so it's not too much fun, but of course, we are playing on console, not on PC. PC has way, way better mods for this game, and I would love to play on PC. Although my PC's not really... I haven't tried it. I would suspect that my PC's not really built for this. I mean, it is a decent PC. It's not like I have a bad PC or anything. I just actually haven't tried it. If I could manage to run this on my PlayStation, or not my PlayStation, my computer though, I'd have to get all the streaming stuff figured out. I actually don't, I've never looked into how to stream on a PC or anything like that, so I don't really know the process or anything. Honestly, I'm getting, I don't know, I hate how tiny this cedar is. I get that it's a decent sized field. I wonder if I could get a different seeder. Maybe I could sell this one and just get a different seeder depending on the tractors that I have and like what horsepower they are, because this is, I believe, what tractor am I in? T5 100. Okay, is that a small tractor? Is that a T5? T6. Yeah, it's a small tractor, so it's got yep, T5 100 is the engine setup. It's only got 99 horsepower, so I guess I'll have to see what I can work with here. Maybe I can get a better seeder, maybe I can't. We'll have to just find out. Yeah, unless I get a tractor with more horsepower, I won't really be able to get a different seeder, unfortunately. I would much, much prefer a larger seeder. This thing only does, only 3 meters at a time. That is insane on a field this big. That is not okay. You know, so here's what I'm gonna do. I noticed I said I'm gonna keep this as reasonable as possible, but what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna place 2 government subsidy signs and fast forward 2 hours just to get a little bit more cash flow going on. That way I can, you know, like I said, obviously have more cash flow, because so the thing when I first got this map is it says right in the description it starts with a decent, or with a large size farm is what it said. And what they mean by that is, yes, it's a large size farm, however, they did not give you large tractors. They gave you small and medium tractors with small seeders and stuff like that that can't handle, you know, a lot. So I think, don't judge me here, okay? Don't judge me. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna let this fast forward 1 more hour, so it'll give me 2 more hours. I'm sorry. So it'll give me 800,000. That way I can at least get a decent large size tractor and a decent sized seeder, and maybe I'm gonna go check some other equipment real quick and make sure there's nothing else that I really need. I'm gonna need to buy for a farm of this size. Because I know, like I said, they gave me small tractors, which is kind of unfair, I guess you could say. Not unfair, but it just wasn't a good way to start. Yeah, they gave me 3 small tractors and a medium size. I want to say medium size, like not like the biggest, obviously. See, John Deere T560. So I'll check on the harvester, but I can guarantee you it's one of the smaller size harvesters. It's not one of the big ones yet. T560, it can only hold 10,000 liters of grain and stuff like that, which is kind of unfortunate. I would much prefer having the S780, 790 series, just because, well, you know, it's bigger. I don't have to make as many trips. So I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go ahead and sell this New Holland, this tiny little one, this T5100. I'm going to go ahead and sell, where is it, this Cedar as well, because I do not like that Cedar. That Cedar is tiny. At the same time, I'm going to come over here and sell my government subsidy signs. That way I no longer have any more cash flow, like cash income, I mean. Yep, sold. Sold. Okay, that's fair. I have almost $1 million to start with, which is way better than what I had before. So I'll come in here. Large tractors. Let's see. I want to get a big blue tractor, but they don't have like super high horsepower big blue tractors, unfortunately. The most this goes up to is 550, which, I mean, yeah, that's fine, I suppose. Let's see, try to do triple wheels. Triple wheels are huge, though. Like those are massive. Yeah, I'm not really gonna need triple wheels. It's not like, see, the thing that, yeah, triple wheels look cooler. It makes your tractor look bigger, but unless you like, see, and I'm not even too familiar with this game. Like, I'm familiar with it, but I'm not super familiar, so I don't even know if like rain will affect your traction or anything like that. But realistically, if you're working in more of a, not slippery, but more of a wet environment, you'd want more tires because you'd have more traction on the ground, you'd have more power put down. But I don't really know if that's an effect that they have in the game, so I guess I'm trying to stick with twin wheels right now, unless they don't have it. I was hoping maybe they had twins in the back with singles in the front, but they don't. So looks like I'm just going to go with this for now, which is okay. Now I'm going to come over here to Cedars. That's a 550 horsepower tractor. Now I don't want to get it too expensive of a Cedar. Ooh, that looks nice. 12 meters though. That's, what's the farthest? 25 meters, 18 meters. Let's see what the modded price for this is. Ooh. Well, let's see. Does this have to connect to anything? I try to make sure. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't seem to have to connect to anything. But it's only 12 meters. But then again, I guess that kind of beats the 3 meters I was working with, and that's 4 times wider. But it's still, yeah, and the larger ones like this, the 18 meter and the 26 meter, you have to connect them to a trailer. So you gotta buy a trailer, and yeah. Well, ooh, now here's the debate. They both hold 10,000. This one requires 320 horsepower. This one requires 300. They're both 12 meters. This one has a speed of 18 kilometers per hour versus 15, which is a little bit faster, which is nice. I can get work done quicker. However, it is more. It's 40,000 more. Well, 39,000 more. Let's put it that way. Something like that. Yeah, 39,000, I think. No. 29, I don't know, I'm not particularly good with math by any means. I guess I'm going to go ahead and go with this one, even though it is a little bit more, just for an aesthetics kind of thing. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do the Michelin narrow twin wheels. They look a little bit better. Even though I am tight on cash here, I don't want to spend too much, so I can actually still get the things that I need. Well, let's start. Maybe we can get off to a good start here. And I got a little bit of cash, which means I can hire people to do work for me now, which will be nice. Even though that is kind of a bit of a waste of cash. Let me just turn on my hazard lights. Whoop, 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 whoop. Anyways, sorry, I'm trying to be a little bit quiet. So there's people within my house that are currently sleeping. I think I think I just heard someone get up, but who knows? I don't know. Yeah, as I was talking about before, PC has way better mods for this game. I really wish that that they would bring some of the PC mods that they have for PC to PlayStation. I know that they have on PC there's capabilities to mod your tractors to the point where they have insane amounts of horsepower. Personally, I don't want anything crazy. I would just like a tractor that can do its job in a timely manner. And what I mean by that is like quickly, efficiently. Like this tractor only goes 43 kilometers per hour. I get it. That's realistic, okay? That is realistic. That it would be like a top speed for a tractor like this. However, what I would really like... Oh, I gotta go get seed. What I would really like is if, say, I could just bump the speed of this tractor up to... I don't know. Like... nothing crazy, I guess. I don't know. There we go. Anyways, I don't know. I know it's gonna sound kind of dumb, but I really wish... oh, it seeds and fertilizes. Nice! That's nice. Go ahead and close my covers. Anyways, I really wish I could have a tractor, like, while it's doing its work pulling a trailer in the field for large fields. And look at this. Look at this. Hold on. It's saving content. Gotta wait. I don't like it when it does this. Anyways, look at the size of this field. This field is massive. And it takes up a lot of the map, okay? This field 19, is huge. Alright. I really wish I could have a tractor that would... say I could up the speed on it to, like... I don't know, for a field that size... like 80 kilometers an hour. That would be nice. It would make working so much more efficient. I could get things done so much quicker. I know people are like, well, Phantom, like, you can literally hire someone to work on that field while you have another field you go work on. And yeah, I understand that, but it's not... I don't know. I don't like having to have multiple fields. That way I can just stay busy. It's, buying fields in this game are obviously pretty costly. And it's, a little bit... it's a lot sometimes.
How are you doing today?
Oh, okay. So my one viewer seemed to go away. That's fine. I don't know, when people join my stream and then they don't comment anything, it puts me a little bit on edge. It's like, because I'm like waiting for them to, oh, are my settings set to where they buy stuff for me? I do not want them buying stuff for me. Anyways, let's see, let's change that to low, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, and turn that off. Plant growth fast, yes. Withering, no. Destruction, off. None of that. Plowing required. I don't like having to plow, but okay. Lime, I don't got the money for that right now. Weeds, no weeds right now. Autosave every 15 minutes. What? Help her refill manure. No, I don't want them to refill manure at all. Economic difficulty normal, traffic on, dirt. I like it when the dirt comes onto my vehicle fast. I like getting my tractors dirty. It makes it more realistic. I like my tractors dirty. And then you get to wash them. I don't know, it just seems really satisfying, oddly enough. Now, what's quite strange about this tractor, and I really don't understand it, is I don't get why these two back wheels back here, if you look right there, I don't know why they're dragging like that. Why are they not rotating with the tractor? Like, you know what I mean? Let's see if they do it again. That'll be kind of interesting to find out if that's what they do. Huh, interesting. Oh yeah, so one thing I've noticed about this game, I don't know if this is just on PC, I don't know if this is just on PlayStation, not PC or anything like that, but one thing I've noticed that's pretty, like, I find it kind of strange. Well, not strange, I think it's an interesting, helpful tip. So when you're hiring a worker, you actually want to have your, what is it? Your time scale, you want to have it turned down to like 5 or real time, because I don't know if a lot of people pay attention to this, but when you have it set to a higher number like 15 or 30 or 60 or 120, what it does is obviously it speeds up time, and therefore it speeds up the rate at which you pay the person who's driving your tractor. So even though it'll grow your crops quicker and stuff like that, it'll actually cost you a lot more money as well. So if you ever want to speed up time, definitely make sure that you do not have a worker hired. And that is if you're pressed for money or anything like that and you're first starting out, do not have your time sped up. That is the exact opposite of what you want to do. What are the analytics of this video? I don't know. I'm not really too super familiar with all this YouTube stuff. I'm honestly contemplating. Sorry, I'm contemplating. What was I talking about? I am so sorry. I got completely distracted. Oh, yeah. I'm honestly thinking about trying to start up a YouTube channel. Not 100% sure. I figure I might as well try it. The worst that can happen is, you know, my channel doesn't get popular, which, you know, obviously you can't expect your channel just to blow up right away. Of course, you gotta put a lot of time and effort into it. You gotta upload videos at least once every couple days, maybe once a week. You gotta try to find something that people will like. So, speaking of things that people will like, if there's anything that you guys would like to see me play, watch me play, you can put a request in for that. I might play it, might not, depends on if I already have it. Currently, I've got, and I've got quite a few games, but I have to fix the disk drive on my PlayStation. The current PlayStation that I have is about 4 to 5 years old. I've had it since the day that it came out. I pre-ordered and everything like that, but anyway, so it's the original PlayStation, and it's got some troubles with it. Needs a new disk drive, or maybe just a sensor or something like that. And then sooner or later I'm going to have to replace the fan in it as well. The fan seems like it might be starting to go out a little bit, so I'll have to, you know, either buy a new one, or I'm hoping that I can hold out until the PlayStation 5. If I can hold out till the PlayStation 5, that'll be nice. Hopefully I don't have to buy one sooner. But, you know, we'll see. Things happen. Of course, technology is not built to last forever. Things get outdated, they get old, they get worn. So you can't expect it to last forever, which is pretty unfortunate. That's one of the downsides to PC gaming, is with PC gaming you actually... It's kind of funny with PC gaming, and, you know, PCs in general. If you want to keep up to date and be, like, competing with the best players on PC, you're gonna have to update your graphics cards, your processors, everything like that once every couple years, because the technology's always advancing so quickly that, I mean, in just a couple years' time, your current technology that, like, used to be... What was that? That's interesting. I'll have to check out... I'm gonna have to check out my settings on my, or my instructions book or whatever on my headset. I'm gonna have to check out my settings. Okay, so my mic's still working. I don't know, it was weird. I kept getting this message through my headset that said auto shutdown enabled, push power to cancel or something like that. I'm like, what are you talking about, auto shutdown? Like, I haven't put, like, I've had this headset for a little while. I'm not familiar with an auto shutdown or anything like that, so I just thought, I think it's kind of weird. Let's see. I really don't like having to excuse me, sorry, I had to yawn. That was a really weird yawn. It came out of, like, nowhere. See, how much does this field cost? Because this field is ready to harvest. See, it's only 88,000. And I might be able to get... I could get something out of it, at least. Yeah, so one thing you could do with this game is you can buy a field, you can harvest whatever's in it, and then you can turn around and sell sell what you've harvested, and then you can sell the field back for the same price. So you actually, it's almost like you didn't actually buy the field. Let's see, value 88,000. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in my harvester over here, even though I do not like this harvester. And we will go ahead and unfold it. Over here and start working on field 12. Hopefully I can get a little profit out of this. I'm pretty sure this is wheat, so I hope I bought the correct field. Let's just put it that way. Oh, I do not want it piling up with straw. I don't have a baler. I don't want a baler right now. So I'll point that more down. It bugs me when it's like up super high like that. I don't I don't like it. Go ahead and jump in this cabin view to muffle some of the engine sound. And just make sure I'm on a straight line. I don't want to miss anything on the side over here. That's another thing. I wish I had a setting in this game to where you would like automatically just stay straight with the field, like when you're harvesting. Instead of having to hire a worker, you could literally just go like direct lines, just up and down straight. I don't know what is up with my voice today. My voice is a little bit stuffy. I mean, my voice. That's funny. My nose is a little bit stuffy today. It's probably just allergies or something like that. That's actually one of the things that I don't like about summertime where I live. I love where I live, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. The problem with it though is that I don't know, I think this is like a problem that a lot of people have, is when there's too much pollen in the air. It kind of like makes them sneeze a lot, or it makes them have a stuffy nose, and there's a lot of pollen where I live. When it rains, around like in the summertime when it rains, if it's a warm day, the rain will literally, once it like dries up, you can see pollen in the gutters, you can see it all over your car is yellow. I mean, even if you have a black car and you get it washed, and then you turn around and you wake up the next day and it's like yellow, you can see this coat of just yellow on it. It's absolutely insane. It really messes with my sinuses, which is pretty unfortunate, to be honest, as much as I love the outdoors and everything like that. Yeah, back to talk about the mods that I was talking about earlier, though. I really wish that they would have more mods on console like they have on PC, or at least modding capabilities. That's one of the things that bugs me about PlayStation and Xbox, is on PlayStation 3 what you could do is you could plug a flash drive in, download your save game data, go to your computer, open up a what is it called, something like WinRAR or whatever, right? Just something to unzip files, and you could go in and you could edit your files, and you could turn them into, like, you could create mods and stuff like that. Now, of course, I understand the concept of like them not, of course, PlayStation and Xbox not really wanting mods. So now what you have to do is, if you want a mod on PlayStation or Xbox, you literally have to go and spend $80 on this. What is it called? It's this save file opener, editor, or whatever. So it literally goes and it opens up the files that are on your flash drive and allows you to edit your files, but it costs $80, which, I mean, yeah, it's 80 bucks, it's not a lot of money, but still, and that's the fact, it's like 80 bucks just so I can open up files on a flash drive for save game data that's on my PlayStation. Come on. See, I feel like what PlayStation should do is modding and stuff for like Call of Duty. I understand why they don't want it. It makes sense. But for I don't know what you could call, I guess you could call it a sandbox game. I'm not sure the exact, I guess simulators, I don't know. Anyways, I feel like what PlayStation should do is allow you to, where do you think you're going? What PlayStation should do is allow you to download save game data onto flash drives for specific games, like, say, Fallout or Farming Sim, and then you could then mod those files. I don't know how particular, like, how familiar people are with games and stuff like that, or how long people have been gaming, but if anyone remembers a game, Midnight Club Los Angeles, back on PlayStation 3 and Xbox, well, I should be more specific, Xbox 360, that game was so much fun. I don't know if you guys are into car games or anything like that, but for me, Midnight Club Los Angeles was so much fun. And the fact that you could like download your save game to a flash drive and download or like mod those game saves was even more fun. Having all the different cars in the game that you could put light mods on, you could put speed mods on, you could make your cars go 999, like it was just like straight nines, it was like 99, or I forget the exact speed, but anyways, yeah, you can make your cars go, oh, that's what it was 299 miles an hour. You could make your cars go crazy fast, you could put crazy lighting effects on them. It was so much fun. I don't know why Sony and Microsoft are so against modding, or even Steam. Modding makes the games so much fun. I feel like the only reason why they don't like people modding is because not everybody knows how to mod, not everybody knows how to edit game saves and like that, like stuff like that. Even though there's tutorials on it, you can learn literally anywhere. Just go look on YouTube, you can find tutorials on how to mod things. And I was modding Midnight Club Los Angeles when I was 12 years old. Come on. If a 12-year-old can do it, anybody can do it. It's not rocket science. But I feel like one of the reasons why they don't want people modding is because not everybody knows how, or not everybody wants to take the time to learn how to do it or do it themselves. And therefore it just makes it unfair. And of course some people don't have access to computers or anything like that, but then again, I mean, there's public libraries. You can go to the library, use a computer, whatever. But I really wish that Sony and Microsoft were not so against modding. It's fun. It's really fun. You take a game that's meant to be played a specific way, and you completely change the parameters and everything like that, and then you can go out and do crazy things. Like I remember mod menus back on Call of Duty World at War. That game was so much fun with mods. You had tracer bullets, you had you had wall hacks where you could see through walls. You could in God mode there was aimbot, which was true aimbot then. Literally you'd pull the trigger and the bullet, like, you don't even know where the bullet would go. It would just hit someone somewhere and they die. That is true aimbot, not aim assist, aimbot. You could literally just shoot at the ground. Oop, let me get out of the way of this helper over here. You could literally shoot at the ground and the bullet would fly somewhere and kill somebody else. Not a lot of people will remember those days. I know a lot of people will, but not a lot of newer Call of Duty players will ever remember or know what it was like to play back then. It was so insane. You'd get into a lobby and it'd be played, like, you'd kill someone and it'd be like plus 1E25 or something like that. It would pop up on your screen and you would instantly level up to, oh, I turned off my TV. You would instantly level up to max level, and then you'd exit out of the lobby and you'd prestige. What is going on? So I guess I turned off my TV by mistake. It just turned back on. It looks like I'm watching the stream on my computer as well to make sure my graphics and everything look fine. Oh, that's what happened. I ran out of storage space in my collection bin, so it raised my the header on it. That's funny. Gonna go over here and drop this off. You know, pipe out. You know, pipe out. Like this says, pipe out. Pipe out, guys. Come on, yeah. You know, you gotta put the pipe out. And do not take that the wrong way. I meant nothing by that. I'm just, you know. Do. Hurry up. You know, that's one of the funny things about this game, that if you I don't know if you play, if you notice, whatever, but if you actually look below this grate, this is where you put your products or your grains and stuff like that. But the animation that sits below this grate never changes. It's always like, it always looks like it's full, but yet you can always put in like the grain and stuff. I don't know, it's interesting. I feel like they could have done a little bit better with texture work on that. And soon, once I get some money going, I want to buy some cows. Of course, I'm going to have to get some different tractors and stuff. Well, I'm going to have to get a skid loader for a bale speeder, and then I'm going to have to get a truck with a cow trailer. Or a cattle trailer, I should say. Whatever. And then, yeah. Anyways, sorry, I kind of just got like distracted for a minute there. Don't have access to this land. Pfft, that's my land. My land. Mine. My land. Anyways, no, I'm just fucking around. Excuse my language. I did not mean to say that. I really gotta watch my language when I'm on here. This is what I was talking about with the whole modding the speed of tractors and stuff like that. This tractor only goes 10 kilometers per hour when harvesting. Why can we not have tractors and harvesters that go faster? I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes harvesting this one field. I want a tractor that I can be like, it just goes up and down the lines. Just boom, 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 boom. Just quick and easy. Actually, I did find one way to make them go faster. It's not a mod or anything like that, of course, because you can't mod on PlayStation, which is really annoying. We'll get back to that in a minute. But if you if you get a high horsepower, high torque truck, or a really large tractor like Bud, Big Bud 747 or whatever, you can actually bring it up behind the harvester and hit it with a decent amount of speed, of course, and you actually will start pushing the header, not the header, the harvester faster. How much faster, you might ask? Quite a bit. I would say maybe from 10 to like bump it up to like 20, maybe 25 kilometers per hour, which is way, way better, especially for big fields. I do not like having to use slow harvesters on giant fields. This map that I'm playing on, the largest field is like 37 hectares or something like that. It's huge, and that's field number 19, the one that I showed previously, and it is absolutely massive. I tried to harvest that in one of my modded saves. Well, of course this one's modded too. I've got mods on this as well because they're provided from the game maker. But I literally tried harvesting on field number 19 with my huge tractors, with my huge harvesters, and it that was rough. I had 4 of them out there on field 19, and it still took me 45 minutes to harvest that field. And you know what? My other thing is too, if you're gonna make fields that big for you to harvest, at least give us huge holding tanks for these harvesters. Like, please give us a mod where we are able to hold like 100,000 liters of corn and stuff, or like 200,000. That way they can just keep going. They don't stop. I don't have to distract myself from doing something else to go out there and sit there and wait for these harvesters to fill up this measly 22,000 liters of corn just to put it in a truck and have to go drive across the map to go dump it in the silo. I mean, it would be so much more efficient. It'd be so nice if we could actually have tractors in this game. I know it's farming simulator or whatever, but they have mods for a reason. They have mods because they allow you to mess around, do whatever, you know. So I feel like they should add... Excuse me, I'm sorry. I yawned again. I definitely feel like they should have harvesters that can either go faster... No, scratch that. Harvesters that go faster and hold way more corn and grain and stuff. I mean, it just makes sense when you're playing on a map this big. I mean, look at this tiny little tractor. You think this tiny tractor could harvest field number 19? I mean, thing's huge. It's huge. I had 4 harvesters on this field. I had 4 harvesters on this field. Largest you can get. The, let me go to it real quick. 4 John Deere S780, 7900, or 790 series. Sorry, I had like a small burp right there. That holds 22,905 liters. Almost 23,000 liters. I had 4 of them on field 19, and it still took 45 minutes. That is not okay, people. Like, I know it's a game, but, like, I don't want to have to sit here and wait 45 minutes for that field to be done being harvested. It just seems a little unnecessary to me. I mean, I can understand waiting, like, 10, 15 minutes, but a field of that size taking that long, it's just killer. It slows you down so much. It's kind of it's pretty frustrating, to be honest. It really takes forever. You know, I really don't want to spend that much more money because I could definitely get something smaller, but it's just more efficient. I like efficiency. I like the big machines. I don't like having to sit here and wait and wait and wait for things to be done. It really, I know it makes you sound really impatient. I guess I'm impatient when it comes to games. I don't know. I'm not usually impatient in real life, of course, like with my daily activities and things like that. But in this game, like, I just want to play. I don't want things to take forever. And unfortunately, things take forever. So, let's see, I'm going to take you, Mr. Tractor, Mr. Seeder. I'm going to put you away. And I'm going to get my new giant cultivator. That was a really big waste of money, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully it'll allow me to be, like I said, more efficient, get some things done quicker. Don't have any cows or anything like that right now, so I'm not wasting any money on that stuff, thankfully. Gosh, I can't believe they started me out with those tiny little tractors for this size of a map with fields this big. That is so not okay. Boop. Getting it in there. Oh yeah, making it work. I'm really not too good at backing things up in this game. Well, I mean, obviously. Oh. Yeah, that's fine for now. Anyways, yeah, I'm not really good at backing machines up and stuff like that. Nope, not going in the water. That'll cost me a lot of money. Cruise control. You know, another thing I really wish that they could do, and I recently just heard that they're actually not going to be updating this game anymore. One thing I really wish that they would fix, considering the fact that they're not coming out with a Farm Sim 2020, I really wish that they would keep updating, because they really need to fix the traffic AI. And, like, let's put it this way, if I have my hazard lights on, and I'm driving a triple-wheeled tractor that takes up this entire road, I should not have to pull over and let traffic pass me. I get that it's like a 2-lane road, but come on, I should not have to pull over and let traffic pass me so I can continue on my way. They should pull over themselves and just let you go by. It just makes sense. And that's literally how it is in real life. You got a massive tractor, and in most farm country and stuff like that, they literally have signs posted like, yield for tractor, like watch out and stuff like that, whatever. I don't know, kind of frustrating. Oh. Wow. Yeah, and there's some things that they really need to fix in this game. Like I said, they really need to fix the AI when it comes to traffic, and it really bugs me. See, like, look, I got this massive thing that's gonna get caught up on all the poles and stuff. Oh, whew, okay, sweet, thank you. Traffic turn the other way. Anyways, one thing that really bugs me is when you hire people, you're trying to get multiple people to work within like a close vicinity of each other. What I mean is not on the same field, but it's like how these two fields over there that I'm working on right now, I had that one worker seeding the one field, and then I was in the other field. And sometimes when you have two workers working in the same vicinity like that, and they come too close to one another, they'll be like, helper A and I are blocked. Or helper A and D, or A and B, whatever. And it's like, helper's blocked. And then it's like, they don't know how to work it out. It's like, okay, you back up and let this one go, or this one go. Like, come on. Come on. Like, please, just fix it. You're not coming out with a Farm Simulator 2020. You already let people down about that. Can you at least fix the small bugs in this game, like the AI glitching out and getting stuck on each other, or the traffic not moving? And please, I know you guys have like 200 some mods in testing right now for PC and console, but please, get like better mods for console. I understand that like PC gets all the fun stuff because they can mod their own files and whatever, but like, come on. Make some decent mods for console. Not that hard. Literally just take the mods that are pre-existing for PC and rewrite the coding to be for console. And then just upload them to your game. Like, is it really too much to ask? I mean, everyone's bought your DLCs and bought your game and everything like that. You guys have made plenty of money off the game. Like, I'm sure you can afford to spend a little bit of money on labor costs to have your technicians, or whatever you want to call them, your coders, sit there and rewrite the code for these mods. Like, come on. Is it really that... Oh, no, I did not want to fold that. It's like, is it really that difficult to spend a little bit of money? See, I know another thing is, I know this is supposed to be realistic. I've already said this before. I know this game's supposed to be realistic, but the thing is I really wish for like those giant fields that I was talking about, like Field 19, really wish that there was a cultivator like this, except way bigger. I mean, like, this one is like 36 or 38 meters wide. I wish for like a field of that size, that, because we have a 1,000 horsepower tractor in the game. I mean, if you get the Big Bud mod, the 747, it's got like 1,100 horsepower or something like that. I really wish that they would make a giant cultivator that's like 60 or 70 meters wide. That would be huge, and it would be way, way more efficient for doing large fields. Excuse me. Gosh. Gersh. Gersh, that just reminded me of the Gersh device and Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies for Moon. Gosh, why do I keep pushing the wrong button? Sorry, I'm not used to this right now. I was playing Call of Duty not too long ago. Yeah, this is so much more effective than having that tiny little plow that I would have to go up and down this field 20 times or 30 times. I mean, it's literally just swoop, swoop, swoop. I might have to do it 4 times, depending on how wide that last strip is. I'll probably have to do it I'll probably have to go back and forth 4 times, but so that was number 2. So lift, and then I'll go back over here. I'll see if I can try to get all this in one swoop. If not, then I will have to hit it another row back down, like back and then, you know, down and up. And yeah, it's not quite, oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, it's not quite long enough, unfortunately. Which is, like I said, unfortunate. It's alright. Still a lot quicker than having to, what's it called? Use that tiny little plow they started me off with and go up and down and up and down and up and down. It's really annoying. And last row. Please don't get caught on the tree. Okay, sweet. I'll get the seeder back out here and plant up this field. Get some nice crops going on. And it's all just wheat for now. But wheat's currently selling for what? Oh. Well, let's see. Gosh, why do I keep yawning? I'm probably yawning because I'm laying down right now. Wow. Wheat is only selling for, at most, $694 for 1,000 liters. That is ridiculous. Even with the economic difficulty changed, the highest is $1,000, just over 1,000 for 1,000 liters. See, I should have gone with soybeans, because soybeans are sitting over there at 3,000 for 1,000 liters, which is way better. You're literally making a triple the profit on soybeans, because it's 1,000 liters, $3,000. It's $3 a liter. Like, that's oof. Dang. Maybe I should plant some soybeans in this lot right here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna plant some soybeans in this lot. That over there is all wheat. Gotta wait for this thing to fold back up. It sounds like a siren when I yawn. It's kind of funny. Let's see, is what power level is my PC at? Oh, I only got 14% power left on my battery for my computer. I'm gonna... Oh, my leg is sore. I'm gonna grab my charger from my computer real quick. Because, you know, don't want it dying. Hope this is the right cable. Oof. Oh, it is such a beautiful, sunny, hot day here. Just kidding. I don't like the heat, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a beautiful, sunny day here. Alright, got that back up, running. Put it back in full screen mode. Turn up my brightness a little bit. There we go. Turn up the volume on my headset so I can hear the tractor. Yeah, you know what, let's... I think I can play the radio on the game. I don't think that that'll be a copyright issue or anything like that. I should be able to play the game's music. I mean, that is, I'm playing the game. That would make sense. I really hope they don't try to give me like a copyright strike or anything for playing the game's music. That would be really, really not okay. Get this cedar back out here. Before I forget, I gotta change this to... What was I talking about growing? What is it? It was soybeans. I don't think I can plant soy. Oh, I can plant soy with this. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Go ahead and unfold this bad boy. Nah, I gotta reposition. That's not wide, or I'm not close enough to the edge. Try to get this field knocked out. I want both these fields to be planted so I could fast forward time tonight in the time scale and then put time scale back to 5 and then sleep throughout the night. And if I can manage to do that, hopefully when I wake up tomorrow, in the game of course, hopefully my crops will be grown. Check my phone real quick. Okay. I don't know what time she's gonna be off work. Let's see, I'm just gonna keep this thing lowered and just keep going back and forth as quick as possible. Tomorrow's gonna be a nice shopping day. Hopefully there's not too many people out tomorrow where I live, because want to go clothes shopping. Want to get me some new clothes. Going with my family, so hopefully they can find some new clothes. Yeah. You know, I think it's kind of funny when people want to go out and, like, I don't know, I was just thinking about what I said earlier about how my PlayStation is like 5 years old. I don't know. It's the original PlayStation. Like I said, I've had it from since the day it came out. What I really think's funny is how people will want to go out and they'll want to get the newest and the best of the best technology, even though their current technology isn't broken or damaged or anything like that. It's like people who go out and buy the new iPhone every time a new iPhone comes out. It's like, you realize you're spending. If you have the money, go for it. This is just my opinion. It's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Why go out and spend thousands and thousands and $1,000 every year on a new iPhone and a new Apple Watch and all this stuff? Like, I don't get why. It's not like you need it. Like I said, not my money. You know, I don't want to offend anybody or anything like that. I'm just curious though, it's like, why? Like, your current phone works fine, it runs fine, no crack screen, nothing like that. And you just spent $1,200, $1,400 last year on a new phone, so why spend another $1,000 plus on a new phone and the new gen Apple Watch or whatever? I just don't understand it. And I could think of so many other better things to do with that money than go invest it in. Not even invest, it's not an investment at all. It's not even close to an investment. But, you know, to me, there's no point in going out and buying the newest iPad, the newest iPhone, the newest this, the newest that. It's like, I still sit here, I still have a Samsung Galaxy Note 8, which works perfect. I got it brand new 2 years ago. Works great. My battery lasts me for 2 days. Like, I'm good. Anyways, yeah, sorry about that. I just don't understand why people want to go out and buy the newest technology, like, every time it comes out. Like, I have this one friend, he recently moved away, but he bought, like, I don't know, He bought the original PlayStation, and then he sold it when the PlayStation... Yeah, he bought the original PlayStation and then sold it and bought the new PlayStation Slim when the PlayStation Slim came out. And then literally not even like, I think it was like maybe 6 months or a year later, however long it was, but then they came out with the PlayStation Pro, and then he turned around and sold his Slim for the Pro. And then when they came out with the Pro, that was the, what was it? It was one of the, there's like the PlayStation Pro Modern Warfare Edition. I don't remember exactly which one it was. I'm not going to try to, I don't want to jumble up facts or anything, but turns around and sells his brand new PlayStation Pro for a PlayStation Pro that had the limited edition skin or whatever on it for like some specific game that came out. And I'm like, why? You realize every time you buy a brand new PlayStation for $400, $500, $600. I mean, okay, not 600, but sometimes 400 to 500. You use it and then you turn around and sell it for like 200, 250 bucks. Like, you just lost 150 bucks on that. Not to mention, you just turned around and bought a brand new one again. Like, that's a lot of money. Come on. I don't know. That's just me speaking. I guess I've always just been raised to try to conserve money and, you know, save money or whatever you want to call it. I've been told by a couple people that I should be a financial advisor, which actually I really wouldn't mind doing. I would love to be a financial advisor. I would just have to go to school to get a degree for it, which then again costs money. Don't want to spend money because, you know, I don't know. I just don't like spending money. And as cheap as that makes me sound, I mean, it's really not that cheap. It's just a logical thing. I mean, obviously you need money in this world to survive. You have to you gotta have money. You gotta be able to pay your bills, you gotta be able to get a house, things like that. And you can't do that if you're always out buying the newest iPhone and the newest iPad and the newest Apple computer that's a touchscreen or whatever, you know. It's just, it's such a waste of money. And it's funny because I know people my age, and they're like, they're driving I don't want to sound bad or anything, but they're not driving like, and I'm not saying that I drive a super nice car. I don't. I drive a relatively new car. But when I say like they drive like old cars, like I'm talking like they drive like early 2000 model cars that have like 100,000, 200,000 miles on them. And 100,000, that's not bad at all, of course. But like 200,000 plus miles on them. And I'm like, they're like, oh, my car's got this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem, I need to get it fixed. And I'm like, why haven't you gotten it fixed? You've been saying that you've had this problem for like 9 months now. Oh, well, because I can't afford to. Okay, why can't you afford to? Oh, because I just don't have the money. You live with your family, how don't you have the money? You're working constantly. Because it's like, come on. We all know why you don't have the money to fix your car. It's because you go out and you buy the newest iPhones, the newest PlayStation, the newest Xbox, all these new games. You don't spend money on priorities. You spend them on frivolous needs. You don't spend money on things that you need to spend money on. You spend money on things you want to spend money on, instead of spending money on your priorities first and your wants later. Like, you gotta pick and choose your options. You can't sit there and be like, poor me, poor me, poor me, I can't afford to get my car fixed. But at the same time, you can't afford to get your car fixed because you're the one going out spending thousands of dollars on new phones and laptops and computers and all this stuff instead of getting your car fixed. You could have got your car fixed, but you didn't. You chose not to. So don't come crying to me. Like, I don't want to hear it. Maybe if you were to make better life decisions, then yeah, you wouldn't be struggling. It's not that hard. And it's funny, I don't like to get into finances or anything like that, but I'll talk to some of my friends and they're like, how do you always have money to do stuff? And I'm like, what do you mean, how do I always have money to do stuff? They're like, well, that's exactly what I mean. How do you have money to go out and do all these things and buy things that you want and eat out all the time and stuff? And it's like, I have money to do that because I don't buy frivolous things. I don't spend money on things that I don't need. And sorry to get on like a rant about like finances and like stuff like that, but it's like, come on, people, really? You say you need this, you say you need that, and then you're like, oh, well, I don't have the money for it. Okay, well, maybe you should sit back and like actually, maybe you should sit there and figure out and look at your finances and see what's going on. Because if you have a job, you're working all the time, and you have the money to pay your bills, and yet you're still buying all these random things that are super expensive, but then you say that you don't have money for basic things like food, or getting your car fixed, or just something like that, you might want to, like, step back, take a look at what's going on. Because if you can afford to go out and spend money on all these things that you don't need, you should have money for the things that you do need. So maybe you should probably take a look and figure out what you did wrong. Instead of buying that, I don't know, what's a decent, instead of going out and buying a new phone every year that's going to cost you 14, 16, 1800 bucks, maybe you should hold off on that for a couple years, because literally if you go 2 years without buying a new phone, which you can do, it's possible, you go 2 years without buying a new phone, that's like, depending on the cost of phone, of course, if it's like a new iPhone or a new Samsung Galaxy or something like that, it'll be, depending on the model, it'll cost you $900, $1,000, $1,200, $1,400. Some are $1,600. It's like, 2 years. That's like 3,200 bucks right there. You go 2 years without buying a new phone. That's 3,200 bucks within itself, and that's just not buying a new phone. Not to mention if you don't buy the new iPad, you don't buy the new PlayStation, you don't buy the new Xbox, you don't buy the new this or that. If you look at all the little things here and there that you spend money on that you think you need or that you really, really want, they're like impulse purchases. If you look at all the little things that you spend money on, you'll actually start to realize what is going on, like where all your money is going. Oh, well, I go eat at McDonald's every day. Okay, but that adds up. Like, if you're gonna go eat at McDonald's every day, and it's only like $5-10 bucks, yeah, it's $5-10 bucks a day, but if you think about it, if you're spending $10 on McDonald's every day, that's 70 bucks a week. That's 140 bucks in 2 weeks. That's $280 a month. If you turn that around, that's like 1,200 some dollars. That's like $1,000. That's over $1,000 a year that you're spending on McDonald's. And true story, I've met someone who actually spends that much money on McDonald's every day, 5-10 bucks a day, and I'm like, what are you doing? Because they're always saying, oh, well, I want to go do this. I'll message them and be like, hey, do you want to go do this with me? Oh, I would, but I can't afford it. What do you mean you can't afford it? It's 20 bucks. Like, it's $20 to go do this. You can't afford 20 bucks, but you can afford to eat at McDonald's for 2 days. Okay, well, how about you don't eat at McDonald's for 2 days, and then you can afford to go do this with me? How about that? I don't know. It just doesn't necessarily make the most sense to me. Then again, everyone's got their own opinions and their own ways that they want to spend their money, and that's on them. Of course, it's their money. They're the ones who made it. They can do whatever they want with it. I'm not. Who am I to tell them what to do with their money? All I can do is like, well, nothing. That's literally what I can do. I can do nothing. It's not my money. It's not my choice. It's not my life. If they want to sit there and blow all their money and not create a savings account, well, that's on them. If they don't want to save any money and be able to afford things, like nice things, you know, who am I to tell them any different? I'm not. It's not my job to tell them, of course. Anyways, yeah, sorry to get in a rant about money. I don't know, I think about my finances a lot. Oh, I grabbed the wrong tractor. Anyways, yeah, I think about my finances a lot. Because, well, gosh, I don't know why I keep yawning. Anyways, yeah, no, I just think about my finances a lot because I don't want to be 40, I don't want to be 40, 50, 60 years, like 60 years old and be in a situation where I'm struggling for money, you know, or I can't afford to pay my bills, or I'm not going to be able to retire, I'm going to have to work the rest of my life. That's just not a position that I want to be in. That is not a position that anybody should want to be in. And if anybody really cares about their long-term goals or their long-term life, I don't know, yeah, just if anyone cares actually about their life in the long run, they probably should check over their finances and make sure that they're not spending too much money, because, you know, money, people say money doesn't grow on trees. It technically does, and of course we as a society are the ones who give currency value, because we are the ones who, like, literally give it a monetary value. If everybody stood up at the same time and said, nope, we're done with this money stuff, we're gonna have no more money, we're gonna go back to trading, and I'm gonna give you this for this, and this for that, and that for this, and you can give me this for this, like, you know, if we went back to trading and bartering, you know, things would be so much different than they are nowadays. The only reason why money has value is because we as society give it that value. You know, we sit there and we look at a piece of paper that's got the number 20 printed on it with the face of a president or something like that, and like some eagles and stuff, and it's like, oh, yep, this is 20 bucks. What can this get me? Okay, well, this can get me some vegetables, or this can get me a shirt, or something like that. The only reason why money has value is because we as a society, like I said, give money that value. And unfortunately, as much as I've had a lot of friends, I've known a lot of people who are like, I don't like money. I really don't like money. You know, I hate money. It's stupid. I don't care about it. And it's like, okay, but you gotta realize, as much as you don't like money, money doesn't like you. Money doesn't care about you. You don't care about money. But that's the thing, is everybody needs it. In today's world, as unfortunate and as sad as it is, everybody needs money in today's world, which is, you know, that means you gotta work. But that's what life is. You gotta work for the things you want. You can't just be born into this world and be like, woo, I got a house, I got a car, I got this, I got that. Like, no, you can't. That's just not how things are, you know? Oh, excuse me, that was gross. But yeah, that's just unfortunately how things are nowadays, and, you know, it's not going to change unless the entire economy crashes, which even at that, things still won't change. But yeah, hold on, give me just one moment. I really have to blow my nose. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, no, it's just, I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't really think about, is, or they think about it, but they're just too stubborn to really care. But it's like, you know, like I said, in today's world, you have to have money. You can't just go without it. Not unless you just want to live on the streets and beg for food every single day for the rest of your life and not be able to have a family and support like your wife and kids or anything like that. And literally, if you don't care about money, you don't want money, you don't want to work, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. If you sit there and you stay in that mindset of, oh, well, I don't like this, I don't like that, well, then you're going to stay like that, and that's just how it's going to be. And as much as I would love to keep playing, I actually just found out that I gotta get offline for right now. So it was nice, and I'll be back on maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. We'll see. It might be a day, it might be 2 days. We'll find out. Thank you for watching, anybody who watched, and have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.